Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4. That's the Legation cities. Let's continue on for last left off. So, we're about to deal with Zheng Zholin. What does that actually mean? Probably just shooting in the back of the head, but, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe we can just exile him. So it's 1938, what do we want to research now? 1940 tech. Let's go for signal companies. I'm not making support equipment right now. I'll upgrade you to be the better artillery. Something like this. And we'll edit you. Throw in some more support artillery, at least for the moment. That should use up at least a handful of it. There we go. Honduras has capitulated. And which one is that? Honduras is... Did they capitulate a second time? Weren't they already capitulated? I feel like I'm losing my mind. We need some aluminum. Is that for the support equipment? It is, but I definitely can't afford to just give it away. The Japanese are on the case. Thank you, Japan, for helping us out today. So they're growing by 0.05 right now. The Dufan Bank opens up their offices in Hong Kong. 100 political power. Beautiful. I mean, how many factories? I'm trading away 2 factories right now. Is it for steel? Yes. Steel and tungsten. Because I'm trying to build... It's for the artillery, right? Yes. And now you've also declared war on this dude. The Beijing government... And he declared war on the left KMT. So they might actually be overextending themselves slightly. We'll see. So... Wow. Okay. Let's load back the autosave, please, and thank you. Oh, did I actually just oversaved the autosave? Well, we did something with him. I apologize for being an idiot. So we'll occupy... No, we're not. We're gonna do the Hong Kong ferry fleet, so we need to reduce our Black Monday penalty. El Salvador has capitulated. Yeah. Don't know which one I clicked. I mean, I could go back to watch the video afterwards to figure out which one I clicked. It probably doesn't make a huge difference one way or the other, but I apologize. I know some people do not like it when I screw up like that. So we'll get our guy for better entrenchment and defense. And defending government, like, at this point, this is when I would attack the Beijing government. Like, they'll be way too, yeah, like, they're fighting on basically every single front right now. Like, you have 7 troops, but you're not fighting the left KMT right now on your own. Like, I would be even interested in, attacking you, but I don't think that's gonna work out too well in our favor, unfortunately. Okay, so we got 55 days until the budget goes through. Hopefully they'll give me some more money. But it's like, do I want the money or do I want one of the other, like, researches? I'm not too sure. Honduras has capitulated. Is that the third time they've now capitulated? I think so. I think it's the third time they've capitulated at the moment. Got another troop ready to go. I know we're still out of supplies. Our manpower is still kind of bad. Okay, we've rooted out the KMT. It seems pretty good. Lash Orda was annexed. So you're just worried about the budget, which expires in like a month and a half. nothing to really worry about. Okay, El Salvador's capitulated a second time now. Dominions have won in South Africa. Britain's declared war on Ireland. And 1,000 British volunteers. Thank you very much. Will you actually be able to defend your island? 68 divisions? Probably not. But at least you're dealing with Ireland now before they join either the Entente or the Reichspakt. Unless their independence is guaranteed by somebody. It doesn't really look like it, so you should more or less be good to go. Sire Ireland. 2% stability. Thank you very much. Well, I don't know why you want to give the Russians a vote. Like, why do they want to make more people be part of the council? I feel like I want to have it be as small as humanly possible. Okay, so all the Western influence is no longer shrinking. But I don't see a situation where it's really going to grow either. I'm no longer getting Japanese influence growing. So you're gonna have like a big front line now, right? Who would I want to send volunteers to if I was going to do something at all? Du Yushang's collaboration. It's always an open secret that Du Yushang has sympathies for the KMT. With help of our allies in the China Agency, we have finally been able to prove his illegal involvement with the group. So can we just like murder him? Chinese influence must not be too high. Is that like... Is that 15% right now? How did it grow? I have no idea how it's been growing. I feel like I've been trying to shrink it as much as humanly possible over and over again, but it apparently has not been working. Probably by sidelining the Westerners, I was also boosting up the KMT and the Chinese here. Even though the China Agency is not results as we expected during the operation in Shanghai, the KMT agents were able to escape important documents. Okay, well, not great, because now the Chinese are going to get a little bit more influence, but... The next one will remove the penalty at all. But what is the penalty right now? It's only construction speed minus 10% and 5% consumer goods. Honestly, isn't that bad. We're gonna occupy the neutral zone. I mean, we could arrest him. We could shrink Chinese influence a little bit. Okay, so there is a little bit of leftist infighting in South America at the moment. Cantonese. Probably Cantonese is... I mean, who would Cantonese be supporting? Probably the Hong Kong club, huh? Well, we'll investigate them right now. Are you still a puppet state? You are not. You're not part of a faction either right now. I know, it's a dumb war that's really not going to make... Like, you're all totalists as well, so what are you actually fighting over? I do not know. But the Ottomans are really not doing so hot right now. And as far as the Bulgarians actually did not get any territory out of that. It really seems like Bulgaria was in the upper hand in that war. So I got 15 days until the budget is ready to go. I mean, I'm fine removing British influence because it's also still a little bit high. Like, I want to arrest Du Yushang. But unfortunately, there's just too much Chinese influence in the country right now. So Iran has been annexed. Yeah, it is increasing, unfortunately. How long is that modifier here for? Until October, so only like a week. Not that big of a deal. TNT's been annexed. Not a huge surprise. They're probably going to join up with the Reichspakt. Not the best scenario for us, I believe. Because I still think the best thing we could have done is rely on the International to distract Germany and the Canadians. But fortunately, there's nothing like that's going to be coming anytime soon. Okay, so voting for the next year budget. What do we want? Land doctrine, industry, or just 10,000 manpower? Well, I mean, what do I want in industry? What does having a lot of money do again? We'll get some more money. You are actually not a bonus at all. Maybe we get like a lot of money. We get a good bonus. Having more money did nothing for us, which is a little bit of a shame. But we do need 2, I guess, points of money in order to actually get rid of Black Monday right now. How long? You're only like, you're 70-day focus, huh? And then they made Ready for War as a whole. It's a 14-day focus, which is not too bad. Total power goes up. Legislation dollar, consumer factory goods minus 5%, does remove Black Monday in its entirety. Opening Vladivostok's not a bad idea. Occupy neutral zone. So it's going to go down a little bit. It's going to shrink Chinese influence, which is what we do want. I don't know how low it has to go for, don't know how low it needs to get in order for us to prosecute a dude. I'm assuming under 10%. Like, to me, that seems like the most logical point for it to be. Yes, we are missing a little bit on steel. But we're just building submarines a little bit slowly, which is not that bad. We got 3 submarines right now in Shanghai. Do we have an admiral? We do. Put him in charge. 3 submarines really is not going to get anything accomplished whatsoever. So that's why I don't think getting enough steel to be able to build submarines effectively really is going to make a big difference. Germany's going to want in on Kleek. I mean, most of these guys don't have fleets themselves. Yeah, unfortunately, Germany's nation has never had to deal with the Viet Cong, which is overall bad for us, I think. The Fizz-Li-Fenian War. Good for them, because if they're going to be fighting a war on this many fronts, I can't imagine them living for too long. And you like us, right? So that was annexed by my clique. And we guaranteed their independence. Doesn't mean we're in a war together right now, but... And my clique has gotten quite large. Significantly, the Canadian connection has paid off greatly. Heavily involved activities of these dudes. Essential defunctist, right KMT. Just investigate everybody. But do I want to help out either the AOG or the, like, who has the least support? Definitely the Germans, so let's call in a favor from the AOG. Maybe they'll help us out a little bit. Even at some point we're probably going to go to war with the Germans. Just don't worry about that too much right now. So this is going to give us 2 factories. We don't have enough steel even for our, Oh, because we're not even getting our steel from you. So don't even trade with this guy. Trade with Japan. Get a little bit of extra steel here. Put 1 more factory here. 1 more factory there. And once we're done our signal company research, we're going to put those in our infantry divisions as well. We're still volunteer only. We can't go to limited conscription because we're just apparently not allowed to enact any laws. But that might change once we go ready for war. Trigger Kingdom's been capitulated. I mean, it's only 14 days. So it's like it shouldn't take that long. The Neonians are doing a pretty good job right now. Doing better than I thought. I thought they were definitely going to lose, but it seems like they might be turning things around. For now. You saw a war with the South. That is A-okay. We're about halfway done on getting these 2 factories. I'm hoping it does not cause us to become... like, we need to trade even more factories away for... The ALG is a group of semi-legal territorial concessions throughout China, afforded to Germany by warlord Sun Shufang, and though often been referred to as Germany's own legation cities. Okay, pleasure doing business with you. Yeah, it's going to give Germany a little bit more influence, but I think that's fine. They have basically no influence in the country whatsoever to begin with, so I'm not too worried about it. Should be good. We need motorized as well. Well, shit. Okay, we'll build motorized. Put them here. Something like that will work. That means we're probably gonna need rubber too, right? Yeah, we need a lot of resources right now, which is something I don't really have. How long does Germany support? It goes up until February, which is a while, but again, they only have 5% support. You're changing by 0.02. Kind of sucks, but at least the Chinese are going down by 0.05. You know, significantly more. Is resource the market screwing us over at all? And the answer is absolutely not. Like, it wouldn't make a difference if we close our economy or not, because we don't really have much resources in our country to begin with. Might as well investigate defending connection as well. If that also decreases Chinese support, seems good enough for me. Tank designer, weapons manufacturer. We've sidelined the Westerners, so we actually cannot do this. Well, we might as well go for... I have no idea who to go for then at this point. Might as well get them in charge. We have 47 days, so you are good. War economy is going to be ready in 18 days. In China, how's your war against all these guys going? It looks like you've gotten basically nothing accomplished at all, so good work there. And Ireland is definitely going to capitulate soon. How's South America doing? Argentina is probably going to lose the war. Again, it doesn't make any difference whatsoever because they're already all totalist. Like, it doesn't really matter who wins. At least in the grand scheme of the world. It does not matter. I'm surprised the British have so much influence right now. And I'm not so sure, like, once we go to war with, say, the Entente, because we're going to join the Japanese faction, that's almost a inevitability. I'm not too sure where that leads us to go towards. Like, will they all of a sudden drop down to 0%? Because if we're at war with the British, it makes no sense that we would give them any kind of support at all in our country. Yes, we got almost basically the entire year until our vote goes through for the budget. Not surprising. And now they made ready for war. Only like 14 days. After that, we can probably focus on doing some other stuff. Maybe we'll speculate in Kowloon. Get a ton of money, because I think that does give you some advantage if you have a lot of money. Instead of just being like slightly above average. Does this change the name of the legation cities at all? Or are we still gonna be called the legation cities? Not too sure. Vanity government's doing pretty good. Beijing government, I can't imagine it's gonna be living for like too much longer. We have 2 more days. Will this allow us to just attack into China? I think it's entirely possible. Okay, so we've made ready for war. We'll speculate in Kowloon. We can join the Economic Prosperity Sphere. But we don't have the political power to do so. It's going to be risky for sure. Because we're gonna immediately be at war with the Entente. But I mean, it looks like they're kind of just garbage, right? Like, 500,000 people dead. 130,000 Japanese are dead. Like, I'm not sure if it's gonna be like if they take over the Philippines, it's just a white peace event. Or they also need to fight all the Entente forever. Our finest hour. Do not care about that. Thank you very much. Much terrain with the Japanese brother, nor really China and Asia as a whole. I mean, it seems like a good idea. We'll probably join the Economic Prosperity Sphere and end the episode there. Do we want to meet up with the Westerners? I don't think so. Once we join the Economic Prosperity Sphere, I feel like we should be in a situation where, we kick everybody out except for the Japanese. At least that makes the most amount of sense to me. Japan. Don't get mad at me. I'm just doing some routine investigations. Okay, so let's say the Japanese vetoed it. That's okay. I'm gonna join the Co-Prosperity Sphere. Japan? Japan has accepted. The Japanese accepted our proposal of joining our alliance. We now have the protection of the Imperial Japanese Navy and Army, as well as Japanese diplomatic and financial support. Unfortunately, our autonomy has been severely curtailed. We're now a complete tool of the Japanese military. Wait, what was the last part? Oh, we become a puppet. Okay, well. I mean, that's fun. Who doesn't love being a Japanese puppet state? Even at 10%, like, we still can't just throw them out. That's a shame. So, who are we at war with? Basically everybody that we've been seeing before. Okay. Do we at least have, like, naval superiority in the region? 54, 0, 54. The answer's, like, surprisingly, like, not really. I'm surprised you guys are selling votes. But we're no longer getting budget request. Permanent reserves are going to go up a little bit soon. And I don't know if there's anything I can necessarily do at the moment to decrease Chinese influence under 10%. But I think it's going to be a good time to end this episode. So thanks to everybody for watching. My name is Ansem. If you enjoyed, my thumbs up. If you not enjoyed, click thumb down. Want to subscribe, and goodbye.